Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Cooler Sense idea of a Let's Play. Now that we're a bit off schedule, I know. Today is Monday, I think, by the time this uploads, which is pretty bad. I say I upload on Sundays, but see, look, even he's disappointed me. Can't bear to look at me. Yeah, I'm uploading today on Monday because I just been busy with my work, like just a lot of stuff. So I decided I need to take a little break from Minecraft. But hey, I'm back, and I did post a little video about my situation, and you guys were in support, and I'm glad. That made me feel good about it. Now then, this is all organized here, and I think today we're gonna have a little project. We're gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna make a tutorial today. Yes, that's weird for me to do, but we're gonna do it. Let's put some torches around here, so I feel nice and safe when night comes, because this could be a big tutorial. And actually, it's a little bit of teaching myself how this game works. One specific and very complicated side of the game. And let me go ahead over here to my workstation, which we put in use today. Redstone. Isn't this great? Yeah, we're just gonna grab all of this stuff here, and if I need any more, I'll come back to this chest. But yes, today I will be teaching you how to make machines, just the overall craft of this stuff, because it's very interesting, very good, and also very fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing this. So I brought all these materials here just for that. And now then, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, let's just put down a crafting table and let's put on a crafting table. You don't need a furnace here. I don't know why I put down inventory, but what we like to do here is let's just go ahead and make some wood so we can learn how to craft some stuff. So first of all, if you want to make so I think I'll give the fundamentals of how redstone works. Let me go ahead and make very simple set of stuff we can use to go ahead and create machinery. So first of all, we're gonna make some stuff here. We have a pressure plate, and these. Okay, so this is a pressure plate, right? It activates doors. There are multiple things, and we're gonna be using doors mainly to show how things activate. Now, how do we make a button? Is it stone? See, okay, I don't know how to make a button. I will learn later though. But okay, how do I make a button? Oh my goodness, you think I learned, right? No, it doesn't seem to be very easy to make a button. Alright, so, you know what? I'll get back to that later. Right now, I'm gonna focus on this thing here. Pressure plate makes the door open, right? Very good stuff. Let me go ahead and break this door. Now then, redstone dust is like a wire, you see? When I step on this, it lights up because it has a charge, and it can activate things like that. Now then, if I'm correct, yes, items also activate pressure plates. I can leave that there, and I'll just keep the door on. Another thing that is really good is a lever, which you can craft with, cobblestone and a stick, and boom, you have a lever. These things are really cool because look what you can do here. You can just keep that on, it'll stay on forever. And another thing I think is really good about these things is, let me pull out some cobble here. How levers, buttons, and I think pressure plates too, they work across blocks. They can go through a block if... Where the hell did I can go? Who cares? They can go through blocks. I think a pressure plate too. No, a pressure plate cannot go through a block. Another thing about that is it can charge things too. Now I'm pretty sure this will work. No, pressure plates do not work like that. What I do think pressure plates do work though is let me see if I can make this real quick. Now then, if I'm correct, I can do this here. I have my door, which is just like the main experimentation. It's kind of like, showing a charge going off. It can work under a block too. I think that works for levers and buttons as well. Now then, so that's very basic, and I'm pretty sure you already know that. So let's move on to redstone torch, which is kind of in a way, it's very weird. It looks like a normal torch, but it's made out of redstone. How you craft them is very simple. Put a stick here, piece of redstone there, You get a redstone torch. Now then, thing is, see, redstone dust here is activated by a redstone torch, which is very interesting. And if you put a charge into a redstone torch, it turns off, but this one didn't. That's because it's already powering this line, so they're kind of neutral towards each other. If you do this, remember what I said earlier, how charges can be passed through blocks? And if I'm correct about this, hold on, let me go ahead and put the store back here. Yeah, there we go. So, this door activated now because the charge is going through the block because it allows that. So, look at this. This redstone is already powered, so store will be. Alright, let me just put storm back in, right? Takes a while to break these things too, that's been unfortunate. Alright, and so the door's powered, but when a charge goes into a redstone torch, no matter how you do it, it will deactivate the torch itself and the wire it's charging. But if we turn this off, it turns it back on. That's pretty cool, huh? And redstone torches are very useful for just making new forms of redstone. You can have different mechanics that are already powered that you can power off. For instance, let's think of a piston. Pistons are very useful. Let me go ahead and make one right now. I'll have some cobble, some, what's it called again? Some iron, redstone, and ooh, we don't have enough wood. Let me go ahead and put these things back. That's unfortunate. Make some more wood here. And we're just gonna make one piston because we don't need that much. I'm here to demonstrate. This is a tutorial today, everyone. Alright, so now we have a piston. Let's make a chest to put all this stuff in, because my inventory is not like me right now. So, pistons here are also a very vital point to make more complex machines that can handle much more, you know, larger scale tasks. Now, the piston, they're some of my favorite blocks because, okay, let's go ahead and make a little bit of a mechanism here where we can demonstrate this properly. So we're gonna have some redstone here, and we're gonna have a lever. You'll need an axe. So a piston, we put this here, put a lever here. Look at that. It'll push up. And what this thing can do is it can push up blocks, but it doesn't pull them back unless you have a sticky piston. Now, ooh, that's not good. Let me go ahead and try to put that there. There you go. This will pull it back down. Sticky pistons are very easy to make as well. All you need is a slime ball and the piston, and you just have to put it right on top of it. That's simple. And they can push and pull up to 12 blocks if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and test the limits of these things real quick. So, let's go ahead and place a grand total of 12 blocks here real quick. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Didn't mean to destroy that. Alright, there you go. Now then, we put a piston right here to push all this. That's very good, but thing is, it cannot push 13 blocks. No bueno. So you can't just, like, you know, put it downwards and push a whole column of the earth down. Another thing is, if I remember correctly, it can't push obsidian either. Yeah, no, it cannot push heavy blocks like obsidian. But pistons are good compared to sticky pistons for farms and everything. If you just need to push a block away and not pull it back in, because sometimes it's kind of just unnecessary to just have all your blocks pulling back in, and it could break your machine. So when you're working with redstone, it's always good to have a nice mix in them. Let me put some torches down here. Some mobs aren't just getting in the way of my work. If they do, I'll just you know, cut them down. It'll be easy. Alright, so moving forward, redstone dust is not as simple as it may seem. Now then, let's go ahead and just make a huge line here. One, yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna count. Make it as long as we want, you know. Yeah, let's, for some reason, I want to power a piston from this far away. This will be easy enough, and if I'm correct. Oh god, hey, why didn't that work? That's a bit, weird, isn't it? Yeah, it only lasts about 15 blocks, so to fix this issue, add redstone repeaters, which can be used to extend the pulse. Very cool. But, cool little thing about it is, there is a delay. You're going to notice it when I flick this lever on and off again. Huh, or maybe not. But when you click these things, right-clicking them makes a tick. And for every tick, it's a longer delay. So that's the longest delay setting. Yeah, look at that. There's like a huge delay there, wasn't there? Put some more torches around. But yeah, that's pretty good. That's also great for timing systems because if everything just went up at once, it would be very detrimental to you know, the efficiency of your machine. It could actually just cause it to break because you know, piston could get in the way and just knock itself right into the middle of the mechanism, which would not be good. So, why it's good to always just have this setup here. It's good to have just separations and multiple tick delays and everything because, like, you know, when you have a car, when you start it up, it's not all gonna happen at once. I think that would cause some very bad issues. And so that's some very basic stuff. Those are the basics functions of redstone, and I think there's nothing else to cover in that. So let's just go over some cool tips and tricks. Vertical redstone. That is a very complicated issue. I always seem to have. So let's go ahead and make a vertical redstone column. So we're just going to continuously do this. And look, it's going to be blank because this thing here is powering it off. So, if I'm correct, this won't be on, yes. You know what, actually, let's just keep it this tall. You don't need to be any taller than that. So, or, no, we can make it a bit taller. Yeah, there's no harm in it. Now then, right here, we're going to have a piston. No, we're going to have a door. We're going to go back to the classic door here. And let me see if I can just scale down nice and safely. Okay, I cannot. So, look, that's vertical redstone right there. If I'm correct. Now then, if we have a charge going to this torch here, look, the door is not opened, right? Because that redstone up there is not working. But if we have, for instance, a charge go into it, look at that. Now that's pretty cool. So now you can have just like a huge vertical column of redstone to power it. You just need to know this torch formation here, which is fairly simple. Let's just go ahead and take this stuff down. The vertical redstone, very useful for machinery and everything, and it can help you reach further distances. Now then, another thing I'd really like to show is how redstone. Okay, I need to make a button. A button's very simple. All a button would do is just make a simple delay in the redstone input. I don't know how to make one yet, though. You know what? I think I can quickly look it up. Yeah, I can quickly look up how to make a button. You know what? I'll do it later. Another day, another episode. But for now, that's about everything I know so far about redstone. That's me personally. There's much more and very complicated machines you can make with redstone. But this door here, pretty boring, pretty obvious. And I think one of my first projects is going to be making a redstone door of that. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? So, let me go ahead and just grab all the sticky pistons I can imagine, I can dream of. And let's go ahead and show a cool little mechanism. And another cool little fact of redstone. So, put this here. You're gonna notice something. Okay, I'll push out immediately because it's charged. But this redstone torch, it's charging below and above. It's charging right here and there. So I'll have that. Yeah, so I'll put some cobble here. And let's go ahead and have some sticky pistons there. And look at that. That looks pretty cool, huh? Now then, if I'm correct, the torch, no, the redstone is not powered immediately. And this is not how it's supposed to look because, oh, hey, what up, man? You guys watching, gain a lesson too. So, if we have the redstone torch right down here. Okay, this guy's gonna be a bit annoying. Alright, so. Now then, if we have this. Ooh. Oh yeah, because the charge. That's my bad. I completely forgot about that. Very important detail. Remember, always remember to have your little charging. And I'm gonna have to make sure it, will this work? Yeah, no, it has to be. Okay. Side buffer. And the torch needs to be against the block. See? This is why you learn. This is why you have to memorize all these weird little patterns. It's very awkward how redstone travels between blocks. But once you get the handle of it, it works pretty well. Now then, look at this. You have a cool doorway now, don't you? And you can cover this up and make it look nice. Like, let's go ahead and put some cobblestone down. Make it can hide all this icky redstone here. So, have something like this. You know, cool redstone door. And you can hide this redstone too underground and everything. Look at that. That's so clean looking and everything. And we can make it look nicer up here and everything. So when you have a nice door like this, when you flick this lever, it's like it's not even there. If I were to hide this redstone underground and everything, it's not even there and everything. It just looks so nice. And I think that is, you know what? I think that's the end of the short little tutorial here. Because I will work on this later. I'm going to tear this down off camera. And I think the first redstone door I'm going to have is going to be on my workstation. Around, you know, right here. I'll move all this stuff around here and everything. Let's pull my stuff back in here actually. So that about marks the end of our quick little tutorial, but it's gonna be a door here, and I tend to have just a huge underground workstation for redstone. I'll learn to make farms and everything. And over here, I might just make a big silo, something nice. But anyways, this is a very simple redstone door. Very rudimentary. Now then, in theory, this gap here is very obvious, so you're probably gonna want to like learn to cover it up, make it look more natural. Maybe you can like, you know, make it look like a cave entrance. Look at that, it looks more natural now. Looks like a big part of the cave and everything. But then you can open it up, and it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty clean and smooth. Oh, it's daytime. Isn't that lovely? So that's a redstone door. There is ways to make it open up as this. I think it's like let me go ahead and just build up here. So I think if I remember correctly, it's like, you know, it'll push. So basically what happens is the door it'll close and then pistons will push out, but they'll manage to contract themselves into the walls and it'll make it seamless. So you can actually have a completely normal looking wall just suddenly crack right open. It's almost magical to me, honestly. But yeah, that about wraps up this cool little tutorial here. Done multiple times now. Anyways, just some more quick updates. I'm gonna start building. I'm gonna actually start building something big here. I want to have a cool tower, honestly. And I think I'm gonna utilize redstone a little bit. Maybe I can have like a cool spiral staircase that like folds out almost, you know? All the steps just kind of pop out from the walls. That'll take a lot of time though. And I have no idea about anything with redstone, so I'm learning this as long with you guys. If you do have any redstone tips or tutorials you'd like to give me, please do tell me. Let's do an experiment here. Oh god. Oh yeah, the suffocation's a very real thing. Yeah, if you can suffocate yourself in redstone. It could be a cold death trap. That's being executed like that. Smoosh 2 big metal rocks against you. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'll definitely do more experimentation and see where it leads me. But very simple episode. Nothing huge. Nothing like, oh, look at this groundbreaking cave we found. I have done some off-camera mining, and I tend to show off any work I'm gonna do in there. But yeah, I think for the next couple episodes, I want to build and make progress on the actual world, you know? Because I think, I have full metal armor, diamond tools, and everything. I think by now I should be trying to learn to become a mechanic, you know? I'm no longer a barbarian who just, lives like a nomadic lifestyle. Nope. Now I'm becoming a man of engineering, and I can actually learn to become how to make a civilized, civilization. And this is the very start of it. Very crude, very simple, but very nice looking redstone door with some basic materials. Anyways, I think that'll about wrap it up, honestly. If you guys really enjoyed this episode, definitely do show your support. Leave a like, comment, what you guys have been doing so far. And I noticed that I think I've reached 11 subscribers, 10 subscribers. Thank you. That means a lot knowing that there's 10 people out there who are in continuous support of my series. You all have an amazing day, and I think that about wraps it up. So yeah, goodbye.